Hey guys, this is Josh Rudin from East West Healing. Today I want to answer a question that came into us, and it was about, do you and your family ever go out to eat, and how do you do it and kind of stay away from all the unsaturated fats? Because let's face it, you go out to eat, they're using canola oil, they're using grapeseed oil, they're using vegetable oil to cook their vegetables, to cook everything, to cook fried foods, even healthy foods, right? That's what they put on the grill. So, and that's one of the things that we kind of teach, is that the overconsumption of unsaturated fats, whether it's from vegetable oils, whether it's from nut and seed oils, taking in high amounts of cod liver oil, fatty fish, etc., that these fats oxidize in our body. And not only do they oxidize, they produce free radicals, they inhibit the conversion of thyroid hormone and kind of clog our cells from receiving that thyroid hormone. They affect cellular respiration in a negative way. In a sense, what we're really saying is they are a stress to the system. They have estrogen-like qualities, and they kind of push our body into that survival mode. So we try to get people away from them to actually take in more saturated fat than unsaturated fat, because our society is going towards that, of eating more unsaturated fat because of what people are using to, what not only cook with their food, but what's in their food. If you look at a lot of the processed food, you're finding a lot of vegetable oil and canola oil. So what do? Well, first of all, with a 2-year-old, we don't go out to eat a lot, but we do takeout. The first thing is, always choose a healthy place. Do your research. Number 2, if you're traveling, I always tell people this. It really comes down to this. You need to just do the best you can with what you have. Right? So think about like this. We have a health continuum. It's like a speedometer. At 100%, we're like ultimately healthy. No one's ever really there. We don't want anyone there. That's a little bit OCD. And at 0, we're at disease, or just let's say disease. Right? Most people are living at like 40 to 60%. Right? They're not eating metabolic foods. Maybe they are. They're on a diet. They're not. They're overtraining. They're not training. They're undertraining. You know, we're working too much. We're going on vacation. So we're not really finding that balance. We're all over the place. So in a sense, what we could say is we're actually closer to disease. So when we do something that affects our body in a negative way, we're actually going to feel it, and it's going to have much more impact on our system physiologically than if we're living at maybe 75 to like 95%, let's say. Why? Because we're closer to disease. Our body is less resilient. It's much more able, has less ability to adapt, and it's more geared towards compensation. Now, if we're eating our meals throughout the week, we're living a healthy lifestyle, we're doing the deed, we're following the restoration thyroid nutrition food strategy philosophy, and we're doing that, we're having 4 meals, 5 meals, 6 meals a day, 7 days a week, and 1 or 2 meals out of an entire week, right? Let's say you're eating 6 meals a day times 7, that's 42 meals. Let's say out of 42 meals, you go out to eat with your family for 2 of them. Now, you choose metabolic foods. You might choose a non-fatty fish. You might choose even a steak, an organic steak. You might choose potatoes, fruits, whatever it may be. You're choosing a healthy meal, but you know there was some unsaturated fats, the way it was cooked, whatever it may be. Even if you said, heck, I'm going to have a bar and there's unsaturated fats in it. Guess what? You're living here. So your body is not compensating, it's adapting, it's much more resilient. You've created that resiliency because how you eat and how you live. So though that little amount of unsaturated fats is not going to kill you. And that's really what we're trying to teach. We're not trying to teach people not to go out to eat, not be human, and not eat some of these foods that we want to eat. We're teaching people that if you eat and live within balance, that you're actually living at a much more resilient, adaptable state. So maybe when you do miss a meal, or you go to eat, or you go on vacation and you can't be in your kind of rigid box, that it won't affect you as much. Keep the questions coming in. Hopefully a lot of this made sense and allows you to pull back a little bit and not be so rigid through the healing process. Have a great day, my friends.